Physics says the way you judge a model is how well does it function? How well does it work? Does it explain all the things we already know? Does it come up with new things that we don't know, which then we find out later are true? And the other two things are, does it have very few assumptions? More assumptions. Assumptions are just like wild cards. You have enough assumptions, you can prove anything. If your theory has 20 assumptions, well, you can have pink elephants, flying. That's one of my assumptions. It's all caused by pink elephants that fly. So you have to have very few assumptions, and it has to be simple and elegant, because fundamental truths are all, that's Occam's razor, are all simple and elegant. Well, this model, once you understand it, it's simple and elegant. Everything. It is a theory of everything, and it really does that. Not only is it a theory of everything, but it creates a whole new science, a whole new objective viewpoint of not only the objective world, a new physics, but it produces a whole another science of the science of the subjective. You want to know why you're struggling and why you're unhappy and what the problems are. That's the key. And of course, that's the key in quantum physics too. It's all about information. What does the experimenter know? Does he know the which way data, or he doesn't know the which way data? It's all about information. And then once I got that, all the puzzle pieces came together and I saw a whole thing. And that was about 3 years after I had published the My Big Toe books. But no, they see that I have explained God to them. I've explained what God is, what it's doing, and why it's doing it. It's the larger consciousness system.
God is the largest consciousness system.
It's evolving toward becoming love, lowering its entropy. Yes, and that, we're chips off the old block, right? In the image, of God. Okay, we're virtual machines, part of it in there. And you can go through all these other things, and it just fits like a glove. Matter of fact, I was giving a talk in Atlanta in a church because that was a cheap venue. And I had 2 doctors of divinity sitting in the audience, and I knew that. It was the pastor and the assistant pastor of this fairly big church.